Lee is going to be the big topic here the next probably 7 to 10 days. So get ready. You're going to hear a lot about Lee. And while it's not going to be a threat to the Gulf region, it could be a threat to someone down the road along the East Coast or up into the Canadian Maritimes. So here it is, 65-mile-per-hour winds this morning. It's moving west-northwest. It's going to be tracking towards the northwest here. This hopefully keeps it just north of Puerto Rico and the Caribbean islands surrounding it. Notice massive hurricane by this weekend. It could easily make a run at a Category 5. That's how aggressive the Hurricane Center is with their forecast, and every single model is aggressive with this as well. So we're fairly confident that's the track it's going to take through the weekend. Now things start to get a bit trickier next week, and this is why I've been preaching the East Coast needs to watch this thing. Now we're talking 7 to 10 days, and you know when you get into 7 to 10 days, the forecast, it can have wide swings in it. But here's what we're watching. The track through this weekend, it's riding underneath this big ridge of high pressure, which keeps it traveling west-northwest. Now next week, here's where the uncertainty enters the forecast. These troughs digging down. What that will do is it will weaken this ridge, but it's all about timing. If this trough swings in and swings out too fast, guess what? Lee misses it. It'll have a higher chance of hitting somewhere along the East Coast. If this trough is too slow, guess what? Lee doesn't feel it, and it travels closer on. So there's still the uncertainty here. Now, a lot of models do still curve this, but there is still a lot of question mark there on how exactly that curve evolves. And you can see it with our big global models. Notice the GFS American model, much quicker. That trough grabs it, takes it up towards the Canadian Maritimes, even with impacts in New England. And then you can see the European much slower. That could be a problem for the East Coast. If it's too slow and it misses the trough, the ridge takes over. So something to watch there. Our 7-day forecast, though, no issue.